What is up, guys? So we got a chest and back workout in for you guys today, starting off 4 sets of incline dumbbell press. And my strength has slowly been going up while I've been doing the incline dumbbell press. I find that this is actually one of the harder chest movements for me to really progress on, but I have seen an increase in weight, which is a good sign of hypertrophy anyway. And also, I am now above my weight that I started at when I was originally cutting for my bodybuilding show. So I started that cut anyway at around 140 pounds, and I am now 142 pounds. So that's great as well, and I still think I look pretty shredded. I still got chest striations, not as deep as my show, obviously, but still looking really good. And then we also got 4 sets of lat pull down, and I've chose more of a medium grip width here, and that's going to emphasize the mid traps a little bit more. Most people think the closer you go, the more back thickness you're gonna get, and the wider you go, more width. But it's actually the opposite. The closer you go is gonna target the lats more, which gives you more width, and the wider, the more mid back, which is gonna give you more of that thickness. So going with a bit of a middle grip here, so that's gonna target both really well. But lat pull downs anyway already target the lats more. And then we got 2 sets of flat dumbbell press. Just thought I've been mixing it up. I do a lot of incline pressing, so I thought, I should probably throw in a flat press as well, just for overall pec development. So we got 2 sets there of the dumbbells, and I choose the dumbbells pretty much the majority of the time, just because 1, they're very time efficient, 2, you can get a really big stretch with them, and 3, because I have a bit of a imbalance when my right side pressing is quite a bit stronger than my left, so I really want to correct that balance. The size and stuff is pretty similar, but the actual strength is stronger on the one side. And I also did a drop set there, and you can see I accidentally grabbed the wrong dumbbells there, so I noticed right away, because I'm like, wait a minute, this is heavier. So I dropped it. I went from 50s there to 40s, and then I did an extra, I think 4 or 5 reps here, so really burning out. And on my last set of every exercise, I would always do a drop set. I just decided to film the last set of that exercise and the next exercises to follow. So we got chest supported cable rows. Love this exercise. Really focusing on that back squeeze. That's why I got a bit of a wider grip. So this is really going to target more of the thickness to the back, the mid traps, rhomboids, the rear delts, all that good stuff, rather than the lats. Still targeting the lats because we're obviously pulling with our arms and moving our shoulder back. So the lats are still going to be highly active. So it's a great overall back builder. And again, doing a drop set there. Sorry if I'm a little gassed. I just finished doing a cardio session on the treadmill, which was great, by the way. 30 minutes, zone 2 cardio, all said and done. Incline walking, love to see it. And then on this, I do a drop set, but I also do some Kelso shrugs at the end, just to really make sure the mid back is failing. Freaking love that. That superset you can do with the chest supported cable row. And then we got 2 sets of seated cable chest flies. This is probably my favorite way to do flies, just because of the enormous stretch you can get. I mean, look at that freaking range of motion. Now, I know a lot of you are probably not going to be able to do that range of motion comfortably anyway, so I would definitely work your way to doing that, because, it can be, when I first started working out, there was no way I was doing this much range of motion and on all my lifts. So doing another drop set here again. Last set of every exercise, I really do a drop set. I just decided to film that today. So doing that, and I banged down another 5 reps now. Like the chest supported row, I did a superset with a Kelso shrug after. And with these flies, I do then a chest press. So that is going to allow me to really train beyond failure. I know Greg Doucette and Jeff Nippert are kind of going at it right now, you know, the Jeff Nippot files and all that good stuff. Honestly, I think it's freaking good fun, makes for amazing content, and I think it's so entertaining. And they're obviously having the big debate on training hard and shit like that. And doing these drop sets, just make sure. And by the way, if you want to know which side I'm on, it's definitely training hard. And Jeff kind of made a video that's a little bit hypocritical because now he's going against what the science would say. But anyways, that's a topic for another video. I'll probably be making some more videos on that. Stay tuned, post notifications, subscribe if you have not. And also we got cable lat pullovers. This is just to really isolate the lats. Gonna hit the long head of the tricep as well and the rear delts to some extent. Freaking love this exercise. Probably my favorite lat like isolation exercise, just because you can really take the lats to failure, shoot through shoulder extension. So really great exercise. And of course we had to do another drop set because we are training beyond failure. Lats are something that never really gets sore for me, so I can just keep spazzing like back exercises and they just don't seem to get sore for the lats anyway. My mid traps and stuff definitely get sore a little bit, but lats never. And then we got 5 sets of machine lateral raises. Always been a weakness for me, that width up top, so really trying to work on that. And I think it's actually improving, honestly. I'm looking in the mirror and I think it's definitely getting a lot better. I definitely credit that to doing lateral raises, pretty much spazzing them out like almost every workout. So freaking love machine laterals, always been my favorite, and I don't think that will ever change just because it gives you a little bit more tension at the bottom and they just feel freaking amazing. And something to change it up, I'm using the gripper machine, doing 4 sets there just to target the forearms a little bit more. And because I used to be a real big fan of arm wrestling, and you know, grip strength is a big factor in that sport. So, you know, I thought, why not train it? I have a machine for it. Let's throw it in there. And then just to finish off the forearms even more, we got cable wrist curls. This is what I normally do, the cable wrist curls. The gripper machine was kind of just a little bonus, but that's pretty much the video, guys. So that's the workout. I am 142.2 pounds this morning, so back up from when I started my first show. And I also did 3 sets of cable shrugs, but I forgot to film it because I'm a freaking idiot. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.